smoke to actually hide in. He's all alone. He's trying to stall enough time now. More players coming in. Grim takes point, block, instant kill onto Case Dorado, turns his attention to Yuri. And the new recruit has posted up to Art's position, now gonna be found. He hid in the smoke, and now he will strike. USP in hand, that's gonna be 3 kills down to Art, and that could be the round to follow up, but Elige may have to zip out through the smoke. Oh!
Obviously, it was being watched the entire time. You said he talks the talk, he walks the walk. Well, he definitely didn't run last round. He bought so much time, but he's the first casualty here. Nafly is going to be able to catch him top mid. Penny playing his position, dying through the yellow tarp. No liquids near. They're just outside of the doorway, and Vinny's trying to connect some damage here. He's flustered by the Molotov and dropped by Elige. Unkillable Elige. 5-0 for the moment. More than a minute on the clock, and Team Liquid in full damage control as they try to cultivate back cash for the losses of the last 2 rounds. 3-0.
Elige on the edge of 200 ADR, 191 to his name. It's early, but goes to show the impact that he's had. Grim comes in with 1, and it's that man Elige that's been shut down first. And with that talisman dead and buried for round 5, maybe this is where the Brazilians get their first success. Grim around the smoke, makes some noise and gets sprayed out from Yuri. Turning his attention back onto this side, though. So once he comes around the corner, that's why maybe a dead man. And indeed, Yuri puts the final.
Invest him, so be it. But Art's got that second sniper. And this is weird because he's going to be in your back line. He's going down the ladder with an op as Stewie opens up shop.
Art has panned but not landed the frag and then shoots between the middle of the two. Twist offers himself up. So the AWP has been put down. And they pick up the secondary AWP mainly because Twist's on 1 HP gives him extra firepower. I'd expect to see them drop that. 2 AWPs on T-side, Vertigo, kind of unheard of, to be honest.
Oh, no.
Not ideal. Case Dorado's going to be pressured as a result of that. But he can make a different angle come into effect. If Twist peeks, he's a goner with 1 bullet. And Case Dorado's whiff smoke means nothing. It's all by design, or at least that's the way he'll try and spin it. And now Stewie, 1 versus 3. With FURIA taking the first casualties. They got the first pick from Stewie. And then Case Dorado's awkward positioning. He thought this was going to go. Forces him away from the side. 15 seconds to go. Stewie aggressive. Nearly gets the shot. Needs to be careful. Judging that Molotov spread to perfection. Like they're going to keep some presence over on A. And Stewie can make his presence known, but Yuri puts him down and silences him. Case Dorado using that smoke as a bit of sanctuary, spraying up through. The 2-player push, not going to be successful just yet, but now the second 2 come into play. And Elige and Nafly, although they're both wounded, are putting down frags. There's another one. Elige onto Case Dorado. Henny begging that they're going to peek him at wide right side. But Elige not interested, just goes for the plant instead. And with 2 players, Liquid don't really need to make moves. They don't need to overextend. It's down to Henny to move in, and Nafly, the final
round. Because we saw that 2v4 unfold. Elige, he's going to get in front of the smoke here, catching Yuri off, but not being able to win the duel. Thomas bests the AK. Off on Art. Oh, catching Stewie in the jump. And a second versus Grim. This game is back and forth, both within rounds and in terms of score. Liquid had just pulled ahead, only to be clawed right back into the mud. 5-5, inevitable. Unless Naf goes real nasty. Vince, he's already got ops posted on him. He will take the head of Vinny at least, and there's some sort of a victory within that. Keeping the cash so close, round after round, has been Liquid. Nafly knows he's getting boxed in. His time limited. 2 CTs per side. He sandbags, and there's lots of players coming his way, fully equipped to boot. But Yuri, he finds the better of the timing. And these smoke grenades, they are so constantly on the side of smoke. Stewie, he gets back his double. A crucial multi-kill, but there's just as many players on the flank. And Twist, he catches the first, not the second. Case Dorado swapping to the sniper, also cleared out by Nafly.
This is why I'm a big fan of Vertigo. I know a lot of people out there aren't a huge fan of the map, but it gives you games like this when you have two
and FURIA and Liquid. It's this perfect storm.
Oh, Henny. That's peak. Oh, he gets too. I didn't think he'd have to control the spray well enough, but he did. And now Stewie in the same position gets two, nearly spins for a third. Can't get it third to go. Grim gonna be pressured in, smoke in his eyes, affording the bomb plant. That grenade, though, chunking Grim, gonna make this retake that little bit more difficult, but a solid counter nade put into place. They know that Henny still has to be perched on the site. There was no way for him to rotate and retreat out of there. Case Dorado, Glock in hand, they're gonna line up for him. The first pistol went the way of Liquid, but Case Dorado is gonna try and take this one away from them. Art pushing through the smoke, spraying them down, and Furia, the Brazil.
Again, look, Grim, same position as the pistol, same result. Furia, they're just gonna charge headstrong at him. Although last time they had players coming in from short, and the Liege, well, this time he stands tall. Art's low, Grim still posted, able to take the headshot. Weapons making a world of difference. Goes deeper, but they want the consistency of the A site hits, and Art, he will waste no time charging into Grim. Finally, he finds players not in those deep positions, but rather facing forward on ramp, and Naf now trying to lock it down, trying to pick up the pieces after his first two teammates die. Opposite bomb site, it's Twist's turn to shine. He's playing close proximity. Case Dorado watching the bomb site. Quick little snap onto the spam. Almost kills Henny. Stewie has the confirmation as he hops up over. Case Dorado has a safe plant, and Stewie, looming inwards, finds the first headshot, not quite the second. Both of these players with HP in the teens. And Henny's back on quad. Naf goes high. Bomb ticking, Henny in position, keeping it cool and calm and collected, but Naf is hunting for him. He can smell him, but he can't see him. Henny takes the clutch. For Alish, he's gonna get that quick peek. Smokes in the faces of the T's yet again, but of course they're just gonna push right through it. Grim this time able to get a kill, and Naf is close enough. That's a great grenade.
Ordnance on point, Nafly going aggressive. We haven't seen this too many times from Liquid. They're typically giving up these angles, and maybe that's why. Vinny faster on the trigger. Naf banished to the nether realm for a little bit longer. Stewie, MP9 darting up. He can be as mobile as possible, can be as much of a nuisance as possible. Just comes in and taps. And then those two teammates that are waiting around elevator will rise to the occasion. Yuri also making moves in. There is the tickle on the bomb they're waiting for. However, player on side, gonna be flashed out. Good play from Twist, but Furia affording themselves the chance at a post plant gives them
back off ever so slightly, and as they move back, Furia move forward. They're setting utility, but here comes Grim, able to catch them off. A second kill, a third, 3 AK headshots for Grim on the A site. Vinny, he is stunned.
I could be proven very wrong. They still have timeouts at their disposal, but it's more the rounds that are running out of time. They need to be picking up some rounds. Liquid don't know this for guaranteed certainty. Grim thinking about going for that peak. Flashbang in first, spins around, there's one. Nearly gets the second, and now Nafly follows him up for two more. The trade's going beautifully in favor of Liquid. Oh my god, that aggression yields so much, and Liquid take the first map.
Nobody really wants to make much of a move just yet.
Flashes out, the push comes out as well. Twist gets the first, Yuri also chips in, he gets a double, and now Henny can hold the line as he spins into a double. Moving into place. Gonna have a duel between these two heavy hitters potentially, or maybe not. They're gonna bypass all of this by pushing outside instead. They're getting each other's way, but the timing there to duck down, nearly getting team killed, and Twist gets 3, sprays out onto the A side. It's all on Henny with the MP9, but the firepower is lacking. It will not stand toe-to-toe with these AK-47s, and now Art's gonna show his hand. He goes aggressively through on Squeaky. That's the bomb that goes with him. Has the right idea. Elise spraying up through the vents, not landing a single bullet, and Art goes back in for more. He's been tagged down to now 19 HP. Post plant comes up, and Grim with full HPs up against him. All the pressure, all the emphasis put on Art's shoulders. Very capable shoulders as he lands a shot onto Grim. Art creates carnage on the canvas, and Fury gonna get their third round.
Just paints the canvas thick with blood, baby. Art coming back from Squeaky Door, just calling. Focus more so on Mini, or possibly Hell, then I think Yuri's gonna give him hell. Peeks right into Stewie. Alish is there to trade it. So a 4v4 ensues, but Stu has hit the dirt. Naf's gonna burn Case Dorado into the open. Either he puts it out or goes for the peek, and Oh my goodness, he gets the kill, but Grim, immediate trade frag. Alige, he's gonna get damaged as Art connects into Twists. Grim trades on to Vinny. 12 HP for the 2 remaining T's, and Art, oh, he tries to cheat around the side of the smoke yet again, and it's Henny, now tasked to clutch. Oh, and he gets shut down too. Elite to Liquid's 1, but Liquid had the most recent, and maybe now those scales you talk about ever so tip closer. Art, he had a very real chance at that second shot. Alige, a bit of a labored spray. Yuri trades straight away, and Yuri goes back in for second servings, trying to keep them off of Squeaky, but Grim goes ahead down in this snake pit of a lower B site. Stewie drops, closes the door, and just immediately hopes that it doesn't swing back open, but the CTs were on the other. Smoke for the bomb, perhaps. Double flashbang if they need to burst out. Then he's going to go ahead and pop the second window. Flashbang over towards ramp. That's where Stewie's at. No, excuse me. Stewie's still on Raptors, and he gets aggressive, trying to take it all by control. Now leaving the lesser half players to try and keep this up. But Yuri, he is on an absolute tear. 3 kills in the post plant, but he got the kit. There's time. I swear there's time. Just enough of it. Fury very much on high alert. And Naf no longer alone. 2 players trying to squeak around on the side of Mini as Naf does get that opening headshot through door. Art, he can hold this position. If nobody from this T side comes through hut, then Art could be the thorn in their side in terms of a post plant. Yuri's going to try to line up spray through Mini, and it almost works, but here comes Grim with the headshot. Art does fall back for just the 1 kill because Twist comes in eventually. And this is what I'm talking about, Vince. If it's not Yuri with the multi-frags, then who's stepping up for Furia?
That is a question that's going to be bouncing around the back of their minds. Somebody else has got to step up tall, and Yuri's done an exquisite job out in Garage and mixing it up in different angles. A real pain in the ass, honestly a masterclass. If you want to find out how to play outside on CT side nuke, what Furia force fight. MP9 Deagles, aggression outside. Who else but of course Art, using that smoke. There's a bit of cover. Now shows his hand. That's the bomb that drops with him. And there's 2 kills alongside it. He can now retrieve into the shadows. And all these making noise. Footsteps are found, but Grim whiffing out on his chance. If he goes down, the chances of Liquid winning this round go with him. But he takes Art with him at the very least and controls the bomb once more. However, his teammate, his partner in crime of Nafly, has bit the dust. And Grim gets shut down from behind. Blue container so often. Really beautiful setup. Art again, aggressive outside. Unreal that he has the temerity to go for that 3 or 4 times in a row. But this time he's been punished. This time Liquid aren't making that same mistake. But they don't check for Yuri. Yuri's now posted up with them. Nearly a triple spray. But Alige holds on with 4 of them. Serato on Squeaky. They can anticipate this position. Moving back and forth, keeping himself mobile. 1 kill traded out, and Grim gets 2.
Not yet crossed the path of Yuri, who has 16 frags at the very, very top. But Art, his right-hand man, sticking in another shot for Naf. Yuri's going to pick up the kill versus Stewie. Art now knows there's a player close, and oh my god, he doesn't panic. In fact, he then just cranks the dial, but Twist will punish for that one. And he's trying to chase this back in the 1 versus 5, which is just so that smoke grenade is yet again Team Liquid try to go for that secret cross and do so successfully, but they're met by utility and aggression. Art, he is going to peek into this and get punished for it. Twist takes his head, and now we're going to get them to activate. Team Liquid charging headstrong into the B site, just taking player after player down. Henny now the only answer, and Grim's gonna make quick work of him right then after.
And on top of that, he has Twists on the other side, plus a slew of terrorists who are looking to envelop him, and envelop him they shall.
Done, and the bomb plant's not far off of this. Here's Henny trying to give cover over towards Mini side. He is that bomb planter, so now he commits. And the flashbang means Team Liquid, they just drop down from heaven. There's P's right in front of them. That smoke grenade creating chaos as Liquid just sweep away the second pistol.
The envelop of the retake. Too good for Furia to contend with. They do give up the bomb plant. However, so Furia have some decisions and Hamas.
Vinny getting ever closer. Leash, he's going to pop his head up. Oh, a bit of a late reaction, but still able to catch that first kill. Art trades it and focuses forward to find Naf on the scout. This AK from Art looking to be all the difference. Henny can't quite contain Grim inside of the hut, and Serato hears that reload just on the other side of the door. So we do get Furia ducking down to the B-bomb site. Now listen, Vinny, he was one of the very first adopters of that creed, even before all the other pros knew of the meta. So he has the most hours on it. But does Yuri have that same comfort with the weapons? Seems so. Quick little headshot into Stewie, and it is almost flawless.
What's the worst case scenario if they do not convert this round and it's just aggression? Art taking the MP9 from the CTs, using it against them, but Stewie locking down main. Here comes Grim. We know he is a phenom with the 5-7. We've already seen some crazy plays throughout this tournament, and Team Liquid have the slight advantage. Grim very low, but they're picking up some weapons and using them against the oncoming Brazilian. They went into their early Grey Furia. Over a minute to play with. Stewie threw the wall into the head of you.
Only 5 kills before he connects those 2 scout shots last round. And Grim, phenom on the pistol, as you've said. His pistol plays fantastic. Naf, he's going to go for that peek on ramp room, trying to contain Furia. We'd know that there's at least one man on site, but Art, he's still up on the rafters. And Twists, clean execution with the FAMAS. Surviving the headshot, presumably because of the glass. Now Henny, he's posted up himself. Yuri, he's going to take a bunch of damage here. Furia, they're looking to claw this one back. Back and forth affair in terms of force buys. Henny could be the world of difference, but it's Vinny with the final. I feel like that was for certain. So I don't think the quality of gameplay is going to drop off if we get to that third map, if we get there, because Liquid still have a chance here with the buy and an opening pick. But Furia so comfortably sitting on double the round count of Liquid. I mean, I'm sure even these 5 Liquid players feel that third map breathing on his next charade, but look at the T up close. Yuri, he's creeping inwards. Oh my God, Naf, he just barrel stuffs him. All of Yuri's, attempted work there. He thinks he's James Bond sneaking up close. Naf just splatters him like a bug on the windshield. Insignificant. Twist, easy hut kill, and now it is just
has to try and break open the site. Post plant, even if he does get a plant, it's about, realistically, how much damage can he do? But he will get the plant down successfully. No one's close enough for the TTs. They seem to have overlooked this entirely. Molotov on Decon allows him to try and make plays through double doors. At this point, it's all about just throwing in all the risks you can if you're Vinny. Be as unpredictable as possible. Play as crazy as you can, because all the weight's off your shoulders in terms of expectations. First kill in this confrontation goes his way. There's a smoke put down on the site, and now he's going to try and spray through there. Wasn't too far off. But Twist returns fire. Very nice try from Vinny. A bomb plant plus taking good damage put down onto Art through the box. Missing out a couple more opportunities. Stewie goes out to try and deal with that threat, and in doing so, he overextends. And Vinny will capitalize. Elish goes aggressively, trying to catch them in rotation. And Yuri is sat there waiting with the Galil. So you can see the domino effect of Nafly missing the AWP shot, putting his teammates in danger. And now with his death, alongside Twist, this round is surely going to go the way of the Brazilians. And Liquid will be trying to save 5 map points, barring a miraculous clutch from Grim. But it is looking...
Better bet. He will keep his guard up. Grim goes for the peek, gets one off of the back line. Yuri immediately trades it, and now they're going to be...
Don't give this away again. Shot missing out.
What?
And Naf continues to peek. I'm not sure if he didn't realize that shot was aimed at him, but still comes out with the deagle and punishes Art. Elish now close range with the deagle. Serato maybe doesn't anticipate the close angle. Elish splatters him, and then Yuri! He is waking up, answering the call of his teammates.
And it's not as confidently held. Art, he's going to offer up 40 of his health to get down vents early. Stewie will be called down there to try and keep it at bay. Elish remains on ramp, goes in for the double, and spots that third player too. But the bomb's been planted. And that's a bit of a problem for Liquid, or it could have been. If Art was afforded a bit more of a post-plant position, Grim takes his head off, finds the defuse, and keeps Liquid.
Seems like it's been swelling too much. Naflight wanted to get aggressive. Molotov's there to greet him. Smoke goes in, but actually narrowly misses. That may help out Grim, who goes and overextends. He goes all in, fully commits to it, dies in the process. Twist now holds the line at the back of Silos with his AK. And Stewie with that aggression lands the dink on. Not to back away again, but this could get Nafly into an aggressive angle. If he misses his shot, that would have been the bomb traversing down towards B.
20 seconds left over. If he dives down to that B site, you've got Elige lying in wait. If he checks vents, he's clear, but he doesn't. And Twist's fine to have an emergency plan in place. Naf eats a couple flashes. The T's, they're trying to pick up the tempo here. They're already starting to compromise Mini. Grim, he shuts that down. Twist gets the kill in Hut. It's only Case Dorado to answer, and overtime looking oh so likely. Unless Yuri can go massive in the 1 versus 3. The grenades go past. He tries to push, and Team Liquid hang on for
purely off gravity. Molotov goes in, forces Elige back. And now Nafly couldn't ask for an easier shot. Completely open, no smokes down there. There's a second. Oh, he's feeling it now, Scrawny. You better believe that confidence is boosted up nicely.
Grim, he's ready to catch a head on Case Dorado. Now it's inside of Hut. The next kills and start to unfold. Vinny, he's going to get caught by a bit of damage here. Naf in the open, still able to fight tooth and nail. 15 HP left. As the Liege gets somebody to peek in heaven, then maybe they'd get that opening kill. But it's Liquid on the floor, looking to do work. Twist empty-handed. That's 2 clean kills coming out of Furia. Yuri barely alive. The Liege outside of Mini hangs on.
Will be post-plant. So far, coming into this round, the last 10 rounds, 9 of them have gone the way of Liquid. This could be a combo breaker when it really counts for Furia. Elige aggressively out through main. First player falls, some damage done. That player advantage has now been nullified, mitigated entirely. Will this post plant be nullified? Case Dorado says no with his AK. Henny sprays in, anticipating that Nafly will be the last player to make a move through main, and that is the correct assumption. This Molotov is going to completely deny him. In actual fact, it was a flashbang.
However, they did just win that most recent round, so considering the momentum Liquid has used to get this far, now things start to collapse around them. 3 immediate kills coming out for Furia. The confidence to just rush into the A site leaves Stewie, who has been strapped for frags all second map long, dies empty-handed.
And it was this man, Art, who was so aggressive with the AWP all half long. Does land a shot there. The no-scope nearly gets the second. And Twist now gonna barrage outside of Hut with his teammates. But both AWPs over here. Henny got a fast enough call that he rotated in through heaven and puts down the pain where it was required. Liquid, 2v3 stacked against them with Nafly on a measly 9 HP. And they smoke onto the site and decon. They're going to try and push behind this, but here's Vinny from the double doors, taking significant damage. This would be such a huge moment for Grim to step up and clutch out for Liquid. If he pulls this off, they're right back into this overtime. Otherwise, they're eyeing up 2 map points for Furia, and he can't get the job done.
Between him and his opponents. Now he's going to get aggressive here, and yep, there it is. Naf calling him into action to the B bomb site. Henny, he's going to be pressured by utility. Decon is lost already entirely. And Henny, he just has to hold off for his teammates to arrive. He goes aggressive. He decides to fight before the other pieces are in place, and it works. But oh, Elige, he looks away. Just as Case Dorado goes for it, it's Stewie's chance to claw this one back. 2 men in the post plant, Grim and Stu. Grim shuts down the peak from the double doors, and now it's even, but not the HP. Grim, he just turns on a dime and shuts it down in time to leave it on Case Dorado. He has a huge health advantage, and an excellent grenade to the back of the bomb site shuts that one down, but now he knows where Stewie's at. A single bullet would be the difference, and Stewie's just gonna patiently post on stairs. He waits and dares Case Dorado to try and stick the defuse, which is exactly what he's gonna do. Stewie runs out and goes down, but now he's back on it. Is there time? It comes to the wire. Oh, and Furia win the round. Furia push this to map 3.
Early on, to the hands of Twist, and now Stewie 2K going to be asked to fend off the oncoming tees. Grim pushed to the back of the site. That pistol aim is true. It is crisp and carves into the head of Art, looking for another one, but Yuri denies it. Oh, Yuri spins around and perforates the smoke for a second frag. But because the pressure has consistently been applied, Liquid now have the player advantage in this post plant, albeit with Stewie on 4 HP. They do have a kit only a decoy alongside it. Vinny comes in for one. Going to be spinning back out again, but can't pivot into a second. And now Serrano holds the line for the one frag. Twist is low. He is lumbered. He has been fragged down. And Serrano collectively over these first two maps, we are perfectly placed for a very close nail biter of a finish. Another dink. This time it's Vinny. 3 players. The FURIA, 50 or below HP, but they're getting it done. They're making this low HP work for them somehow, some way. They've cracked open the site, and now Nafly with his Mac 10, looking to rip through the oncoming T's, and he'll do just that. Switches across to the CZ. Perfect positioning to allow his teammates to funnel their way through. One of which is going to join them on Ruins. That's the leash, but he gets wrecked down to 3, partially through the smoke. 10 seconds to play with. Nafly is going to go for the peak and denies the ball.
Off the first kill, then 12 bullets would not have been enough to follow up with the 4K. Naf now on the M4, peeks into Art, loses his head. Art is the only rifleman of this third round. His teammates, already low on utility, have 2 flashes to their name, but they just got their paws on that M4. Now Twist, he's gonna have to keep his head down. He loses to Vinny on that picked up rifle, and Yuri connects with the Tech 9. Dude, this is just like Nuke. Back and forth and back again.
And FURIA don't want to push in. They're okay to give them the 2 SMGs. It's not a great from coming into play later in the round, and allows Liquid to now rotate one of those players off, potentially even 2 later on towards the side. But look at the aggression. Vinny gets flashed straight into Banana and rips apart Stewie. So that rotation I was talking about of Elish now has to come back over on the Banana side, and he is looking for that peak. Meanwhile, Grim has a flashbang. He can toss this in, but Elish walks in alone, and the flash.
But Grim, he is just all the way back. Now there goes the flash. He tries to peek out and sees nothing. Oh, Yuri, he was jumping up, tunnel visioned on it. Naf now trying to connect through the side of the smoke. Will get one, but he's down to 12 HP. And Twist, he could get called into the action, but he's so far removed. That's close, so dangerously close. Just stopping the bomb plant and throwing this 2 versus 4 into question. But I think we already have our answer. FURIA should have this 5th round. Naf and Twist, they're going to try and make it happen. 2 T's stranded in the pit, neither of which is watching coffins. Naf...
He's trying to keep them busy so they at least die from the bomb, but I think they're going to be okay.
All things considered, Team Liquid, this is their chance to make a stand. Now they're on the double sniper setup. It's not easy to contest with FURIA when it comes to banana control. It's not easy at all because they have utility and then some. Great grenade landing on the feet of the first frag. Stewie removed. Grim, wild spray, labored effort, but he connects it in the end. And there's a second player here. It's Elish taken down on the side of coffins. Oh no. Team Liquid, they had yet another chance. Naf wastes no time, but he survives mere seconds. Twist, and other times they commit. You never know what's coming on this. The same for Yuri at times, but this series, when it matters most, that's why FURIA are lucky to have the talent across the board. So far, so good. 9th round has a scout to go towards this A site, it would seem. Minute 20 means they have time to turn tail, but Stewie gets aggressive in the apps. And he gets one off his pistol. Now it's Elijah's turn with the Deagle just beneath them. He can't quite find the angle. They fall. Bomb now dropped on top of him. Serrano able to...
They're going to yield the round. 12 seconds. FURIA, you've got to get a move on. You can't afford to just sit in position anymore. You've actually got to press aggressively. You've got to do something about this. Hart now stuck all alone and gets picked off by Grim.
Right on the feet of Vinny, but this A site's definitely in question. Twist and Pit, Naf on site. Twist, not even inside of the pit, but rather just holding in the open, and it's perfect. Up until Art's one op shot, it was flawless, but Art coming in big with the 2 kills. This open banana, Vince. They are getting ever closer. Grim, he's going to be on a different position. Now he has a bit of an angle. Stewie, again, a missed shot, but Grim comes in with the double. Stewie then connects his. And that Molotov forces Art into the open where Elish lies in wait to just clamp.
Seems like Liquid, once they got these double ops in play, everything changed. It's not just the fact that Stewie and Nafly have been landing a ton of frags. It's the fact that mentally, you know they're on the table. And FURIA seem to have maybe gone a bit too aggressively as a result of that. Elish sprays through the smoke, but it comes out second best. Stewie gets flashed and fragged by Art, but a position they've not used yet. Grim up on the boost, doesn't get peaked. And now he goes in for more, but that overextension costs him dearly and potentially cost Liquid the round. Twist has made a quick rotation through onto Banana, but he's all alone. There's no foundation for him to build off. And he's making noise. He wants to try and buy up some time and just run straight at the T's, catch them off guard. But now there's another Molotov down. Wherever he moves, the floor is water. And
Liquid found some footing. And if they can find a second pistol, then we're all tied up at 8. They're looking for it quick. As they charge up to the top of Banana, it's only Twists with...
They've given up A control. This allows Liquid to not only get a bomb plant, but in terms of their post plant, they'll get in all the positions that they could possibly want. They're going to have pit lockdown. And little scouting tips that they've picked up. And he's taking it slowly. So they're going to try and overwhelm Nafly. They know Naf is balcony or apps. Stewie now moves back. They've got a decent crossfire down. And now it comes down to aim. How is he dueling? How is the time management? Additionally, Nafly spins around and gets one. But he's the last man standing. He goes down. It's incredibly close. Is there going to be enough time for this defuse? No. They have to back away. And Liquid
gets away with so little. Considering what else FURIA have to work with, God, that could have been big. But speak of the devil, Vinny, he is just so committed to this position, gets a second 1D, doing more than he is asked to, setting up his team to perhaps rob back this round. We've got Henny and Yuri, both in the back of this bomb site. And the T's are starting to come over with smokes and fire and fury, but Henny, now is the time. Connects a huge D. Naf, that's lag. Oh, the unfortunate timing. Elige, he too toppled. It's the 1M.
He's only picked up 37 kills in 3. And considering how good he was coming into this series, that is surprising. But look at this aggression. Stewie pushing the smoke, spins around, and...
Stewie's creeping around the arch side just in front of the smoke, so they're absolutely going to abuse that timing. But Henny with the Galil. Hold under question. Hold under threat of crumbling. The 3 T's about to sink their teeth into this. Vinny finding that timing from the arch wrap. But Twist, he has 100 health, the bomb, and 2 CTs that lie ahead. He could even double back, and that's going to put Vinny in a compromised position. Vinny's crouching wide, and he gets his kill.
Aggressively up on top of Banana. We'll be boosting Stewie 2K to peek in what could be a freebie onto Art. Wasn't anticipating that.
Grim disengaging from Banana, but do they wait in this no man's land bit of timing? Vinny, he starts to move downwards. Stewie hasn't quite heard it yet. Now he has and turns back around, and Vinny able to get that kill. His 28th of this map so far. And Team Liquid, they're just going to go with what they wanted. This A play. Grim, good entry versus Yuri. K-Serrano in the open, almost has the double, but Naf with the drive-by Galil puts us to the 2v2. And Henny looks creeping around the sides of Arch. We've got Twist on Graveyard and Naf back bomb site. Op shot rings off. Vinny's position still unbeknownst. Now he finds that perfect timing. It's Naf who dies. Vinny arrives. 13 kills to his name now. That damn bomb down. Does that magnetize them towards it? Or do they rock the boat back towards B? Vinny aggressively peeking down. Banana gets caught. He does kill Grim, but it's 3 players for Liquid to charge headstrong towards that B site. And if Art dies to this in Twists, that it's sayonara. 10th round for Liquid confirmed.
Yeah, it's looking like a save. Their economy, no great shape. And this is where Liquid, they had to persevere. They had to show our confidence out of the woods just yet. But they are getting closer and closer to safety.
Up. Oh. They go for the double frag, and there's an M4 up close. This plays right into the hands of Vinny and Art, who is just there behind him. 2 kills immediately for Liquid. They think they could just pummel their way through, anticipating somebody behind Wood, but not thinking about that M4 close. Henny now contested on Arch. Shut Yuri from pit and deal with K-Serrano up close. They're buying their time, and Yuri, perfectly timed, goes for the doubles.
Doubling all of them up. If anything, he's greedy, Scrawny. Give your teammates some kills.
Give him a chance. Or keep it up. Whatever works for FURIA. Grim gets that entry quick on Balk, and they're just going to try and push headstrong into the A site. Stewie, good timing through that smoke, gets the best of the first rotator. Art coming in quickly from that short side. Unleash throwing utility. Art's ops up, but Twist keeps him pinned.
Book by its covers, Vinny. He may seem like a placid, docile, kind guy, but he is
Liquid with an affinity for it. Vinny inside of the corner. Quesarado could do such a good job of drawing away the attention, so Vinny can just clamp down on those. Try to run something rampant out Balk. And now they've had to tuck tail and turn attention towards the B site. Art finding Grim and welcoming the attempt to push past him. He may only have 11 kills, but he has the confidence of a god. Peeks right into them and will not shy away. 3 kills.
They're not taking their time. All 5 players here, because they've given up map control against a team like FURIA, they've got to go for this. And this could be the last play of the entire tournament, or perhaps not. Twist. Beautiful entry onto Quesarado, who was fully flashed. Art playing behind the smokes, anticipating flashbangs, can hear footsteps, nearly gets a 2-for-1. They lined up for him. He took down a leash, partially through Grim, I think that was. And now Vinny just goes aggressively with his FAMAS and springs Stewie into an early grave. Liquid had everything go in their favor, but now it's a 2v3 retake, and Twist and Grim have their work cut out for them. Collectively, 48 HP. Henny and Yuri alone have more HP than them, but 2 phenomenal aimers. Grim with 1, Twist back against the wall, 2 separate angles to try and fend off against, and the Brazilians will have no chill, no mercy, no prisoners taken. 2-1 to FURIA.
A close on Inferno and just balls of steel on Art. The collateral in that post plant is phenomenal. You could see him trying to track all of those players through the smoke.